Alright, so I've had a request to show off what I'm doing on Minecraft Feed the Beast, which is what I'm playing, and yeah, that's what this video is basically going to be about. So I've got a bunch of waypoints for different things, but anyway, this is my floating fortress, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I used to have a tiny farm over here, but that's kind of worthless now. This was kind of my ground floor. I just threw a bunch of machines here originally. I still have a bunch of stuff down here. Thermionic fabricator, a carpenter, and most of my storage is still down here too. I used to have a pulverizer here. I still have a bunch of unprocessed ores, you know, a bunch of crap. My magic is still here. My two big furnace and ovens are up there. This portal on the left goes to a what is it? It's a ravine with a bunch of obsidian. That's kind of where I get my obsidian. This one goes to a friend of mine's base, which I don't feel like checking out. So yeah, that's from a prank. So yeah, I've got these arcane levitators, which will take me up to the main floor, I guess. So right here I've got 4 water mills, and ooh, it's pretty. Yeah, this is my EU. This is all the EU that I have right now, because I didn't want to go into oil right away, because I thought that was too easy, and I've done that in the past. So I tried these water mills out, but they're really low power. But sufficient for what I'm doing right now anyway. Furnace, that's an extractor, that's a compressor, and 2 recyclers, and that's just some storage for the recyclers. 4 bat boxes, all the goodies. It takes forever to charge these up, by the way. So yeah, let's go up here. I have bluetricity here. Windmills are broken. Whatever. I don't really use these windmills much for my power anymore. That one's gonna break soon. This right here, though, this is kind of cool. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. This is a huge column of thermopiles. What I have is, I'm going to show you from the top, I guess. Each, I guess, row of these is 4 thermopiles, and in the middle is a big column of lava. All around it is water, and this goes all the way down to the ground floor. Down there. It just goes to there. It doesn't actually go to bedrock or anything crazy like that. But before I set up my other power system, this is where I got all of my MJs from. So I had 3 windmills, a huge thermionic fabricator column, solar panels, all the good stuff. So this is, you know, the engines for it. I have a quarry set up somewhere out in the world and an item tesseract. So if you don't know what this does, this pretty much just, when you pump items into it, it'll come out over here if you set it to the same frequency, which is woof. So that goes through here. It filters out any of the ores that are going to get pulverized. Everything else will go into diamonds. Yay. Everything else will go into this chest. And then pretty much I filter all this stuff out, make the chest somewhat empty, and then go reset up the quarry somewhere else. Extra crap. But, like, I'm really disorganized. I don't have a storeroom at all, so I know where everything is, but if anybody else comes here looking for something, they're never gonna find it. That's just kind of how I roll. So, moving on. Oops. Another arcane levitator to go up. Now, this looks completely unfinished and crazy. I just ripped out a conduit. That's what these are. These are conduits. They pretty much just transfer MJ anywhere. Much better than the golden conductive piping from what I've seen. But I had electrical engines here until I realized that those water mills are really bad at conducting EUs. So I've got my assembly table here with 4 lasers. I didn't have enough to make it even. Been making stuff with that. This is where I'm moving my machines. So yeah, I've got all sorts of machines here. This will probably be my main setup here. Just kind of set up the machines here that I'm going to use like a one-time thing. I like making everything automatic, I guess. If you've seen my other redstone things, the less interaction, I guess, the better. Let it do everything automatic. Anything that's cool. So yeah, that's what I've got there. Now this is my baby, the huge steam boiler, high capacity. This is the biggest steam boiler you can make. Water, fuel, and a bunch of steam. I've got 18 of these industrial steam engines outputting 8 MJs. So this will produce 144 MJs per tick, which is a lot. A lot. But yeah, I like it a lot. It looks really nice. This is reinforced stone that I've got it surrounded in because there's a chance for this thing to explode if you put water in it when it's already hot. But I'm not doing that, so it should be pretty safe. But yeah, it's always materials and time, so that's why nothing here is finished. I don't even have a lot of like the layout figured out anyway, so leaving it unfinished isn't a big deal. But eventually I do want to make it all look pretty. This right here, I've got piping for my automatic farms, which I'll show in a second, but right now the only things hooked up here are cactus and sugarcane. They come here to this chest, hooked up to a relay, and this is like, what's this called? A timer that's set to like every 0.2 seconds, so it's like every tick basically. It'll send items from here, filtered out into either 2 barrels of cactus or sugarcane, or to this empty chest at the end, which is completely full because I don't empty this out. But this is kind of how it works. Things are really cool. This was actually my original test to see how I could get pneumatic tubes to work when I eventually make my storeroom, because I know Buildcraft pipes, it'll eventually cost a lot of diamond to make all the filters and stuff, so I wanted something a bit more intelligent, which this definitely is. So yeah, this was actually my original test, and I've just kind of kept it here. So yeah. I do have a jetpack, the advanced one, which was just recently added, and I absolutely love it. I charge it at my friend's place because I don't have enough power for it, but it all works out. I'm trying to make a lightning rod, but of course I don't have materials enough for it yet. I don't have the infrastructure, the EUs, the machines for it. So anyway. So this conduit right here that's providing MJs to pretty much my entire base all comes from that boiler. So everything is powered by this one conduit, and that's kind of how I want it to function. It's a bunch of complex piping. I'll show it in a second. So here are the 2 working, completely functional working farms. Sugarcane, cactus automatically breaks them using the forestry mod with cactus farm. Pretty much it'll break the top piece of cactus or sugarcane and send it down through the pipes. Pretty simple. So comes from both sides, goes to this iron pipe, which has its out. This will pretty much select one output, and it can have multiple inputs. So right now it's selected to go up here. The gold pipes makes it go fast. Pretty self-explanatory. So this gets shot all the way out to those chests at the end. Now here's where it gets a little complicated. I've got a diamond pipe set to a filter for sugarcane and cactus. The sugarcane will go under here to start getting my tree farms and stuff automatic. It's not quite done yet. I still have a little bit of troubleshooting because, as you can see, this tree farm looks nice and healthy. That one is kind of dead. So still some troubleshooting left to do.